Hello, Immigration Nation. Here are the visa processing times for this month. Ready to analyze them? Let's start with family information. Form I-130 first, for the category of permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21 all service centers. This processing time is based on how long it takes USCIS to complete 80% of adjudicated cases over the past 6 months. You can sign in or create a new account to see your estimated case timeline. National Benefit Center, 53.5 months. All field offices, 81.5 months. Stay patient, folks. For U.S. citizen for a spouse, parent, or child under 21, the time is in all service centers, 15.5 months. National Benefit Center, 44.5 months. All field offices, wait 62 months. U.S. citizen filing for unmarried son, daughter, 21 or older category. All service centers. Service centers prioritize the adjudication of Form Y-130, petition for alien relative, preference petitions, when the Department of State visa bulletin shows an immigrant visa is available or will soon become available. National Benefit Center, 56 months. All field offices, the longest wait, 95.5 months. Category for permanent resident for unmarried son or daughter, 21 or older, service centers prioritize the adjudication of Form I-130, petition for alien relative, preference petitions when the Department of State visa bulletin shows an immigrant visa is available or will soon become available. National Benefits Center, 53-month all field offices, the longest wait at 106.5 months. For U.S. citizen filing for a married son or daughter category, service centers prioritize the adjudication of Form Y-130, petition for alien relative, preference petitions when the Department of State visa bulletin shows an immigrant visa is available or will soon become available. National Benefit Center, 52 months. All field offices, 101 months. Finally, U.S. citizen filing for a brother or sister category, service centers prioritize the adjudication of Form Y-130, petition for alien relative, preference petitions when the Department of State visa bulletin shows an immigrant visa is available or will soon become available. National Benefit Center, 56 months. All field offices, facing a significant wait time, standing at 94.5 months. I-131 form. Reentry permit or refugee travel document, Nebraska, 15 months. Advanced parole category, California, 14.5 months. National Benefit Center, 12 months. Nebraska, 4.5 months. Remarkably short wait time. Texas, 25.5 months. Vermont, 8 months. Form I-918 petition for a non-citizen who is a victim of qualifying criminal activity and their qualifying family member. All service centers, 57 months. Form Y-914 provides temporary immigration to non-citizen victims of trafficking. Vermont, 17.5 months. Great progress. Form I-730 petition for accompanying family members of an asylee. All service centers, 9 months. Form I-601 waiver of grounds of inadmissibility, Nebraska, and all field offices, 28 months. Form I-601A, provisional waiver of unlawful presence, all service centers, 42.5 months. Form I-212, for permission to reapply for admission after deportation and removal category, Nebraska and all field offices, 29.5 months. Next, Form I-821, Afghanistan, Vermont, 14 months. Burma, California, 4 months. Cameroon, Nebraska, 14 months. El Salvador, Texas, 9 months. Vermont, 14.5 months. Re-registration in El Salvador, Nebraska, 10 months. Texas, 8.5 months. Vermont, 9.5 months. Haiti, California, 12.5 months. Honduras, Vermont, 16 months. Honduras re-registration. Vermont, 8 months. Nepal, Nebraska, 12.5 months. Nepal re-registration. Nebraska, 5 months. Nicaragua, Texas, 3.5 months. Nicaragua re-registration. Texas, 3 months. Somalia, Vermont, 14 months. Somalia re-registration. Vermont, 65.5 months. South Sudan, Vermont, 9.5 months. Registration for South Sudan, Vermont, 6 months. Sudan, Vermont, 8.5 months. Sudan re-registration. Vermont, 6.5 months. Syria, Vermont, 10.5 months. Syria re-registration. Vermont, 5 months. Ukraine, Nebraska, 8 months. Venezuela, Potomac, 7.5 months. Yemen, Vermont, 12.5 months. Yemen re-registration. Vermont, 31.5 months. Form I-821D renewal, Nebraska 4 months, Vermont. Form 1-821D renewal requests are currently processed at the Nebraska Service Center, except for a small number of remaining requests pending at the Vermont Service Center VSC from when certain Forms 1-821D were routed there. For those whose cases are still pending at VSC who seek case-specific information, please go to the Case Status online tool. Request for deferred action in compliance with a court order issued on July 16, 2021. USCIS has suspended processing time calculations for initial DACA requests as the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, is prohibited from granting them. Form I-485. On this occasion, I will provide you with the New Jersey offices since our office is located there. For those employment-based adjustment applications, great updates. Mount Laurel, 8.5 months, and Newark's 12.5 months. Switching gears to family-based applications, Mount Laurel and Newark, 18.5 months. Under the Haitian Refugee Immigrant Fairness Act, HRIFA, Nebraska. For this category, the Haitian Refugee Immigration Fairness Act, HRIFA, enacted by Congress on October 21, 1998, allowed certain nationals of Haiti who had been residing in the United States to become permanent residents. Principal applicants wishing to apply for permanent residence under HRIFA had until March 31, 2000 to file for adjustment of status. Now, based on grant of asylum more than 1 year ago, all field offices, 22 months. Based on refugee admission more than 1 year ago, all field offices, 23.5 months. Based on approved T visa, Vermont, 37.5 months. Stay strong, your time will come. Based on approved U visa, Nebraska, 14 months. Vermont, 33.5 months. Tell me, Immigration Nation, what form are you using and how long have you been waiting? I'd love to hear from you. Now for employment information. Form I-765. Based on being an H-4 spouse of an H-1B non-immigrant category. Great time for this category. California, 3.5 months. Nebraska, just a 1.5 months. Texas, 3.5 months. Vermont, 4.5 months. Based on being an L2 spouse of an L1 non-immigrant California and Texas, 6.5 months. In Vermont, 8.5 months. A great update. Based on being admitted as a refugee, Nebraska, 1 week historical time. Based on an approved asylum application, Nebraska, 2.5 months. Texas, 12 months application for suspension of deportation. National Benefit Center, 17 months based on parole. National Benefit Center, great news for with 1.5 months wait alien with final order of deportation under an OSUP National Benefit Center, 5 months. Based on being an H-4 spouse of an H-1B non-immigrant California, 4.5 months of waiting. Nebraska, you're in for a 6.5 month wait. Texas, it's also a 10.5 month wait. And Vermont, 9 months. Based on a request by a qualified F1 academic student, Potomac, 4 months. Based on an approved, concurrently filed I-821D California, in line with a court order from July 16, 2021, USCIS has halted processing time calculations for initial DACA requests due to a prohibition on DHS from granting them. Nebraska, 4 months. Vermont, attention Immigration Nation, all form. I-765 renewal applications based on an employment authorization document EAD category C33 are currently processed at the Nebraska Service Center, except for a small number of remaining applications pending at VSC from when certain such Form 765s were routed there. Based on a pending asylum application, C8, renewal, all service centers, 13 months based on a pending asylum application. C8, initial application, all service centers. Great news, just 1 month of waiting based on a pending I-485 adjustment application. In California, 4.5 months, while in the National Benefit Center, the waiting is 6.5 months. Nebraska, 4 months. Texas, 4.5 months. Vermont, 7.5 months. Based on TPS for El Salvador, Texas, 8.5 months. Vermont, 9.5 months. Haiti Extension, California, 14 months. All other applications for employment authorization. In California, the wait time is 13.5 months, while at the National Benefit Center, 4.5 months. Nebraska, 9.5 months. Potomac, 4.5 months. Texas, just 3 months. And Vermont, 12.5 months. Form I-526, China, mainland-born, for use by investor who wishes to immigrate to the United States, the Immigrant Investor Program Office, 91 months. All other areas. For use by investor who wishes to immigrate to the United States, Immigrant Investor Program Office, 55 months. Long time, don't lose hope. Form I-751 removal of lawful permanent resident conditions, all service centers and all field offices. 31 months, Form N-400, application for naturalization, Mount Laurel, New Jersey. 9 months, Newark, New Jersey. 8 months, Form N-600, application for recognition of U.S. citizenship, Mount Laurel and Newark, 5.5 months. Form I-829, removal of lawful permanent resident conditions. The Immigrant Investor Program Office is facing a hefty wait time of 55 months. Form I-824, to request further action on an approved application or petition, California, 5.5 months, National Benefit Center, 7 months, Nebraska, 9 months, Potomac, 12.5 months, Texas, 14 months, Vermont, 15 months. Form I-360, all other special immigrants, California, 5.5 months, Nebraska, 12 months, Vermont, 23.5 months, VAWA, all service centers, 40.5 months, religious workers. California, 6 months for Afghan or Iraqi translators and Afghans or Iraqi who work for on or behalf of the U.S. government. Nebraska, 3.5 months. Form I-140 extraordinary ability. E-11 Nebraska, 12.5 months. Texas, 14 months. Outstanding professor or researcher E-12 Nebraska, 11.5 months. Texas, 10 months. Multinational executive or manager, E-13, Nebraska, 11.5 months, and Texas, 9.5 months. Advanced degree or exceptional ability, E-21, Nebraska, 8 months, Texas, 8 months. Skilled worker or professional, E-31, E-32, Nebraska and Texas, 7.5 months. Unskilled worker, EW3, Nebraska, 8.5 months, Texas, 8 months. Advanced degree or exceptional ability, requesting a national interest waiver, NIW, Nebraska, 11 months, in Texas, 9.5 months. Finally, the last category for this form, schedule of nurses, Nebraska, 11.5 months. Texas, 9 months. That's all for now, Immigration Nation. Share with us how you've been dealing with your visa process and the waiting time you've experienced. Don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. We're here to help. Remember, we're all in this together.
Hey, did you like the video? I invite you to watch another video where I share more tips on how to protect your reputation as an immigrant. Until next time.